I am thoroughly tickled.
Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually quite terrified of making this video, especially with how everything has gone down. I'm quickly realizing, damn, I should have hit those books instead of hitting that upload button. Don't do YouTube, kids. Pursue better things in life because this platform absolutely does not give a damn about you. Not that I ever thought they did, but a part of me believed that YouTube at the very least gave a damn about keeping the content that makes it money up on its own platform. I've been watching YouTube ever since the website was first created. And unfortunately, I somehow lived long enough to see Google acquire them and turn it from the Wild West of the internet into one of the most filtered and monitored websites that I have ever had the displeasure of making an account for. Oh, but for it, YouTube's your job. Yeah, well, I talk a lot of shit at every job I've ever worked. Me opening my mouth has never led to any sort of rewards, only trouble. I'm a man with nothing to lose. Granny Susan has been eyeing me really hard ever since I got into the QTV drama. We're saying QTV now instead of, the name of the YouTuber who we're not allowed to say, because just mentioning him alone has gotten me demonetized. Now, before we get into the acting male's problem, we must first discuss my problem, because it is another loophole in the YouTube system that is so easily abused and overlooked that in my personal opinion, I think is a lot more terrifying. So a week ago, I decided to make a video on a specific PlayStation fangirl that turned out to not even be a PlayStation fangirl, but actually somebody using legit photos of another woman to promote their OnlyFans account to try and sell content that doesn't even belong to them, which is completely illegal, by the way. So here's Daddy Frit taking the side of the WAMs, standing up for them so that they can sell their feet pics online, as is what most men do. You know, we go and we die on the battlefield so that the women can charge you $20 a month for toenail pics. But what happened? What was my reward for pointing out that a man using the images of a woman to sell stolen content landed me in exactly? Well, in the first 30 minutes that the video was up, I got a notification from YouTube telling me that somebody had submitted a privacy complaint. And then 5 minutes later, my video was removed with no option to appeal, no further information given, and while I made this public knowledge, the YouTube community and nobody online really gave a damn. I don't blame them, I am an asshole. Nobody really wants to associate with me. All the big YouTubers are subscribed in secrecy and DM me in secrecy. Ouch. I'm like the ugly chick nobody wants to know you're dating. And seeing as how I'm more fatherless now than ever, I was basically on my own. No fatherly advice to guide me, just my bong rips. So what happened? Well, what happened is it turns out the person who isn't even behind the legit photos was able to go to YouTube, tell them that I was using their image too much and too long, and without question, they took down the video. Normally when this happens, you have an option to appeal, but mine did not exist. The video was completely removed. So trying to protect women got me nowhere. But alas, thanks to Oh No It's Alex, who gave me some tips, because he's the closest thing one can get to a father, I realized all I had to do was put a black square over her face, and there was nothing that the person could do to flag it again. But you know what this means, right? It basically means any fuckface online can grab an image off the internet, submit a complaint to YouTube as if that's their actual image, and get your video removed. Something I didn't even know existed. YouTube will not even bother to check if the complaint is legitimate and the person behind it is legitimate. They'll just take it down. And you'll have to go back, re-edit the whole goddamn thing, upload it again, and cross your fingers it's not limited on ads, which usually sometimes take a whole goddamn day to approve, or worse, the video will be removed. Frit, it's not about you. It's about the act, man. It's about QTV. Yeah, well, nothing's ever been about me. When anything happens to me, it's like, oh, well, Frit can take the abuse. He does drugs. Actually, now that I think about it, that's a pretty fair argument. But this serves more of a purpose to warn all future content creators. Anybody deciding that they would rather go to YouTube than college, be warned, the system is broken. Your hard work can go down the drain at any moment. And that's made even further evident with what's going on between QTV and the Act Man. We're not in the dark ages, we're going through a goddamn apocalypse. look, I'm not gonna explain who QTV is. At this point, if you don't know who QTV is, you most likely just barely created your YouTube account. And unfortunately for me, I'm not good at summarizing things. It's probably the fat dab I just took. All you have to know is he is quite possibly one of the worst individuals to ever exist on the website, and it takes a lot to earn that title. And his arc, that has somehow dragged on even longer than Wano arc in One Piece, looks like it's finally coming to an end, and it's not a happy one. After 2 months of actively pursuing to get Quantum TV removed from YouTube for multiple violations, the Actman was met with some news that QTV is somehow innocent and YouTube is gonna keep him on the platform. Even after all the evidence exposing the fact that he's ban evading, harassing YouTubers, and false flagging, YouTube decided he gets to walk away, and the one who actually gets punished is Kelly, because just within a few days after uploading his video talking about how YouTube failed and taking down QTV's channel for breaking basically every single guideline, they returned the favor by removing his video. Apparently the video was taken down because of nudity and sexual content. The only explanation is that the cucumber jokes were considered sexually explicit. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think poorly photoshopping a cucumber into someone's mouth is a sex act. LMAO.
His chin looks like balls. You want me to cover that too?
Christ almighty! Are you telling me we have another Susie Lou on our hands? If this is violating guidelines on sexually explicit or nude content, then why is Larry the Cucumber from VeggieTales still up on YouTube? It's blatantly obvious this was a targeted takedown of Kelly's video, because I'm pretty sure even the algorithm bot would find this a stretch. Somebody at the office would have had to manually go in and do this. Now, call me Alex Jones or whatever you want. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. He's been removed too. Better watch my mouth. But it seems like some people... Don't you dare, Frit. I had to stop myself there. I was about to go down a path where I may accidentally criticize the website whose name I'm not supposed to say. In order to do this video, I have to tread lightly. My whole goal isn't to make the website look bad. My whole goal is to help the website improve on the little flaws it can work to fix. Cause I love this platform, like God, I really do. I've met some of the coolest people here. I've had some of the most life-changing events happen to me thanks to forming an audience. I'm not here to make you look bad in front of advertisers. I'm just here to say that you would actually look better in the eyes of your advertisers and your users if you undid this and punished the appropriate person, because it would show that you do enforce them. In this case, it comes across as trying to silence criticism. And let's not forget, in a previous video, what was QTV complaining about? Well, he was complaining that people photoshopping cucumbers into his mouth was sexual harassment.
Now we have Actman's fans sexually harassing me, doing strange things like putting cucumbers in my mouth. And
coincidence? I think not!
Now, when you add this in with the fact that Kelly's video was taken down for quote-unquote sexual content, and the closest thing being to that sexual content in his video was the Photoshop of a cucumber, it really does look like the platform is intentionally siding and almost listening to QTV, which I know is probably not the case because I know they don't actually care about him. But if you care about your advertisers, if you care about the way you're perceived by the community, it's probably not a good idea to let a homophobe like this walk away on Pride Month, especially after being caught ban evading for having his previous channels taken down for explicit bigotry. My YouTube partner just reached out to me to inform me that at some point I will be removed from the YouTuber Partner Program, and my channel will be completely demonetized. I'm going to continue working with my partner on this matter. All video plans will be put on hold.
3 hours later.
The channel is officially demonetized.
It's treason, then.
So let me get this straight. You're gonna take away a man's entire livelihood. 1.7 million subs. Do you know how hard that is to build? I'm here at a pitiful 50,000 subs. And I can tell you, I sure as hell don't ever see myself getting even past 100K. But even when they initially took down his video, they didn't actually give him a strike. They gave him a warning and said the next one would be an actual strike. So he's not sitting at 3 strikes or even 2, let alone 1. Yet the hammer was dropped on him faster than it was dropped on Alex Jones or Leafy is Here. But considering how the platform was perfectly okay with EDP coming back or QTV making multiple channels, I don't think Kelly's gonna be breaking any rules if he decides to make another channel and come back. And if the platform randomly decides to enforce its guidelines at that point, we know without a doubt there's an agenda. My birthday is tomorrow, so I will probably be unplugging from all social media for a while. This is so goddamn depressing. I can't even make it funny. I'm supposed to be the funny man, the one people tune into so you can get some sort of light-hearted and very inappropriate take on every single situation. But the fact this happened a day before his birthday, the fact that Kelly couldn't even take down QTV with him is even more depressing. You'd figure, if I'm going out, I'm taking you with me, bitch. But no, you lose demonetization, happy birthday. Next time, think twice about exposing us. So there you go, I guess pursuing justice and what is right will get you f***ed over more than voting for Biden has. Yeah, what you said may have been 100% right, but you made us look bad and we can't have that. So we're gonna pull off an Epstein on you, Kelly. What was supposed to be the easiest dub in his career actually turned out to be his biggest L. And I'm not saying that in a humorous way, I'm saying that in the most shocking way I possibly can. But I'm pretty lit on shrooms and some edibles, so it's really hard to be phased. I don't know if the channel will be mysteriously taken down in the near future, but if it does, it has been an honor making content for you all these years. This is the Actman signing out.
Wait a minute. I don't like that kind of talk. Now just stop it, it upsets me.
Goddamn, Elon! Why did you buy Twitter, not YouTube? How did you not see this? This is a bigger deal than the Bird app. There's more injustice done on this platform than most of social media. The amount of care put into the website by a multi-billion-dollar company like Google baffles me. The decision is so ass backwards that on Twitter, hashtag justice for the Actman was #1 trending. And it doesn't matter what the official Tube account was posting on Twitter, no matter what it was, they were getting ratioed into oblivion. So you know for a fact there's no way they don't know how angry people are about this situation. And it's that tiny little bit of hope that I'm clinging on to. The results of all of this says a lot. Doesn't matter if you actually disobey any of the guidelines. Doesn't matter if you're a good little boy. They are only enforced when the platform decides to enforce them. At which point, if you're creating an account, you may as well not even read them. So who knows how long Daddy Frit has on this website himself. If I get taken down, I guess you can find my content on Pornhub. That's where I'll be uploading if anything happens. What a depressing end to one of the most exciting arcs on this website. Granny Susan let us down, and if you're thinking about becoming the next big YouTuber, think twice. You're actually better off being a garbage man. They have a retirement plan, healthcare, and a really good wage. I think I'm gonna start filling out some applications, and with that being said, I hope you like, comment, share, subscribe if you so choose to. Hopefully, I'm not taken down after this video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.
Free Congo sucks ass.